This is a gag, a dental gag. It's got a ratchet mechanism which just progressively opens up and then it holds the mouth open. And it's got sort of special side. These go on the incisors on the teeth in front, allows you to get access to the mouth. And it holds the mouth open and just allows you to do a good job without the horse sort of biting on the rasp or on your hand. So that's just a way. I think it progressively opens up like that. So that's a dental gag, and you want to make sure you've got a good one for interest of everyone's safety. Horses they build up sharp edges on their teeth, predominantly on the outside of the top teeth and the inside of the bottom teeth. And those sharp edges have sort of two main problems. One is they get bad enough they interfere with eating and they lose weight or they drop food. And the other is that they make the bit uncomfortable if the teeth are sharp. So a horse that's getting ridden regularly, you're probably doing its teeth not because it's having difficulty eating, but because just to make it more comfortable being ridden. And so because the bit tends to pull the cheeks in towards the edges of the teeth. If the edges of the teeth are sharp, that's uncomfortable. So most horses need their teeth doing once a year to just to keep them smooth and keep them so they can eat more comfortably and be ridden more comfortably. And how often slightly depends on the horse, or whether they have any particular problems or not, and also what people are doing with them. So if they're not getting ridden, they probably don't need to have their teeth done as often as they are ridden. So are you riding? Is she getting ridden?
Yeah, Jo rides her and she's going really well.
Yeah,
going really well.
Look at here. I don't know whether your camera or actually image inside the. I don't know whether you can see. I bet you can see where we're smoothing off here, which is where to stop the cheek getting pulled in on the sharp teeth.
More comfortable.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So, and I think historically, people were perhaps not very aware that that's what you need to do. It didn't get done very often. But I think everyone's become horse owners a lot more aware about it. You just point your head slightly at me, Kate. That's great.
It looks awful, but she's really relaxed, isn't she?
Yeah, I do. I mean, they don't all need to be sedated, but I give most of them a bit of sedation. I think if it was me, I'd rather be a bit sedated. Just gently nod off and let someone else get on with it. A bit like the dentist offering you a gin and tonic when you arrive. Right. You okay there?
Yeah.
Doing a good job, thank you. So you use different rasps for different jobs. But for example, they get a hook on the back. This very back corner gets quite sharp. So just making sure we get right on that back corner. Feels good. Oh, sorry, Kate. Debris landing on your sleeve.
Mind you, nothing much stops Molly eating.
No. Horses do have an unbelievable desire to eat. Bit of a game of patience, isn't it? They put up with it for so long, and then, not surprisingly, they get a bit fed up with it. I think these days, I think you do more, it takes longer, and so the horse is more likely to get a bit fed up before you finish.
It used to be a farrier's job, didn't
They
it?
did. I mean,
Do any farriers still do it?
I'm not sure they do. I mean, lots of people, you're not vets, equine dental technicians.
Yeah.
It's one of those jobs that,
They can't give sedation, though.
no, they can't give sedation, that's right. But, you know, I mean, different people, you can either do it well or badly, it doesn't matter whether you're a vet or an equine dental technician. You know, hopefully you're doing a good job, but we do have the advantage of being able to give sedation. And I think it just makes life a bit easier all round, really. Easier for the horse, probably easier for the owner, and easier for the person doing the rasping. So, probably get a better job done, or get it done more easily. I mean, not to say you have to be sedated. I mean, some do. Some you really do have to. This is where the bit goes, you see. It pulls the cheek in there. So if this is nice and smooth, then the horse is going to be more comfortable. Different rasps. I mean, we all of us use different ones. There's hundreds on the market now. I won't say necessarily one's better than another. You tend to get the ones that you like. They have different blades. These are mostly tungsten carbide blades. That's quite coarse, so getting rid of a lot of tooth. This chip blade doesn't remove so much, but it tends to smooth off what's left there. So I use that sort of for rounding things off. That's another tungsten tip with actually the teeth pointing in the opposite direction for acting in a different direction. And then this curved one I use for getting at the front teeth, just to round off where the bit goes. But so that's sort of some of them. Then I've got, for example, a different round one here, and that one rounded up. So that's quite good for getting behind the back tooth, the number 11, as we say, to get that back corner. So the different ones, different handles, and we all have our preferences as to how you know what you like. You just get used to whatever feels comfortable in your hand and different blades. But there's a huge market now. There are hundreds of different types on the market. This is annual. I'll just stand here a bit closer, really. Annual vaccination against flu and tetanus. Both of which the horse is quite susceptible to. And the other injection is against mites. Feathered horses tend to get mites in their feathers, which can be quite hard to treat. And this injection is the most effective way of doing it.
And it helps with sweetage.
And it helps.
It did help last year.
Did it?
It's the first time she's kept her mane properly.
Really?
Yeah. And how often can we have the mite injections?
Well,
about three times a year.
Yeah, I think about 3 times a year.
So I don't need to give them a roundworm, but they have taken round.
Yeah, I mean it does roundworms. You need to give tapewormer.
They've been done,
Yeah.
so they don't need.
But it should. Yeah, it'll do roundworms as well. So yeah. 3 times a year. I mean, a lot of horses I do twice a year.